Hi everybody, it's James here from the Anvil. Hope everybody is doing really well. It's time for Opposition Uncovered, where I am previewing Tottenham Hotspur versus West Ham United in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. I'm not going to lie to you, we've had a pretty difficult innings in terms of League Cup opponents. It hasn't really been ideal in terms of the initial easiness of the games, but West Ham's fought through, knocked out both Manchester clubs, not at least Manchester City, who's known for winning this trophy consistently. And now up next, after facing two major clubs and two major teams, West Ham's now got to face a London rival in Spurs. And we've already beaten Spurs in the league this season, having beaten them 1-0 at London Stadium in the league. But now we've got to play them in the Cup, where a lot more is now on the line. Obviously, David Moyes has spoken recently about wanting to win a trophy, and hinted that he wants to win a trophy, although maybe he said it sarcastically, he wants to win the Premier League. No, it's not sarcastic, really. It's just him setting his bar high. But I want West Ham to win a trophy. Our fans want to see West Ham win a trophy in their own lifetimes. My generation does especially. I've not seen West Ham win a League Cup or an FA Cup in my time, and I want it to happen. Spurs is the next major obstacle in this tournament. If West Ham wants to be serious, and I have said this I think before, if West Ham wants to take itself seriously and be taken seriously too, it needs to start doing well in cup tournaments. And this is a perfect opportunity to progress in said tournament. Spurs' last two games in the League Cup were very narrow victories. They started off in September with a 2-2 draw at Wolves, which Spurs won 3-2 on penalties. And this was followed by a 1-0 away win at Burnley. A game in which, yet again, Spurs got by with just the one goal and scraped through. Nonetheless, they advanced in the tournament. Now with Antonio Conte as manager, I reckon some of their players could get a little bit of a kick up the backside or even improve. There's one name I'm going to mention in Ones to Watch as a player who I certainly think would specifically improve under Conte's leadership. Obviously, Spurs need to get their season back on track. Nuno wasn't the right man for it. They have done so. They've had consecutive wins against Brentford and Norwich City, in which they kept 2 straight clean sheets. The last game was a 2-2 draw against Liverpool. And they're trying to improve in the league right now. But the Cup is a completely different kettle of fish, as we know. Spurs last won this tournament in 2008 and haven't won anything in 13 years. So that is quite some drought. That said, that just adds extra motivation to try and win a trophy. And that's, I think, what Spurs want to do. Need to win a trophy despite any tension with Daniel Levy and the amount of time measures to go through and how many players come and go from them. They still want to see that trophy. They still want to get that silverware. And the League Cup's probably their best shot at doing it because they've had an easier route than West Ham in it, that is for sure. Although West Ham's taken it a lot better than them and had to knock out bigger teams in the process. As for my 3 players who I would watch out for in this, my ones to watch. First up, Lucas Mora, because he has had a thing for scoring against West Ham in the past. He scored against West Ham last season at London Stadium, and he scored in the 1-0 win over Burnley back in October. Also, I think Tanguy Ndombele is going to be a threat because he is going to improve rapidly under Conte. Ndombele is a player who was slagged off a lot by Spurs fans when he first came because although he scored in his debut, after that he was not putting in the work or putting in the effort. Ndombele is going to be an underrated player. He's that energetic box-to-box kind of player that reminds me a bit like Patrick Vieira. He's got that little, quality in him. That ability to transition the ball from one half of the field to the other. And he's a very technical player. I think Ndombele would improve in a Conte offense. That is for sure. And my third player that I'm going to choose is Pierre Emil Hoyberg, because I think he's actually done pretty well in the League Cup. He had a decent Euro 2020. He's come back to Spurs and trying to become quite an important player in the team. Look, Hoyberg so far this season has been quite impressive. Really, he's got 2 goals already this season in 12 Premier League games. And last season, he made the most appearances ever by a player in the 2020-21 season. He played over 3,400 minutes. And that shows just signs that he's not going to slow down and that he doesn't get tired too much. As for a player who played for both, Ryan Fredericks, who plays for West Ham, but used to play for Spurs. Fredericks actually began his career with the Spurs Academy. Although he never made a professional appearance for Tottenham in the Premier League, he was loaned out a few times in that process of growing as a player. He played for Spurs from 2010 to 2015. In 2015, he joined Bristol City, and soon after that, he joined Fulham. So he only left the capital for a little bit. With Fulham, he won promotion to the Premier League in 2018, and shortly after that, he joined West Ham, where he now plays today. I'm not really sure what's happening with his future at the club, though. That's something that needs to be sorted. But I don't know what's going on with him. Anyway, he still plays for West Ham right now, and he has had some flashes of brilliance in his time there. As for a score prediction, I honestly can see Spurs winning this. And I hate to be the pessimist, but I just want to be the realist. Spurs to win this. Honestly. Yeah, they're getting a bit of a boost in confidence. West Ham's low on it, and West Ham needs this more. But Spurs also need it to keep their chances of winning a trophy alive. West Ham's going to have it quite difficult because I think that Sofal's still going to be suspended, which means Harrison Ashby's going to have to start. There's a few players that have come into contact with COVID-19. The names haven't really been mentioned. I'm not going to say anyone here right now because I don't know for sure, but I did see something on Twitter today regarding a certain player who might have it. West Ham's taken an opportunity to have players vaccinated as well. And I think it's 92% of the staff and players have now been jabbed, which is a good thing. So there's a lot of things that could affect the team lineup here. COVID-19 is obviously a big one, and obviously injuries and suspensions. The right-back position is going to be filled by a young lad in Harrison Ashby. I can see him definitely starting this game because we don't have any alternative, really, to that. I'm not sure what's happening with Fredericks, and like I said, so far suspended, so I do not know what to expect in the team lineup, but there will definitely need to be some changes, and the same's going to apply to Spurs. Thank you very much for watching this very brief opposition uncovered. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all soon.